This is one of the biggest migrant caravans in a very long time to head for the U.S. border. Why are they headed for the U.S.? The answer might surprise you. Where are they coming from? How many are there? I'm going to answer all of these questions in this short video today. This stunning footage captured by Oscar L. Blue shows just how many people are in this huge caravan. He says at some point 7,000. You hear them cheering. They're saying things like "Si se puede" or "Yes, we can." And they seem to be in a celebratory mood. And he believes there's 7,000 of them. How many are there actually? I'm going to tell you in a second. It's a little bit complicated. But here's where they're coming from. Let me get out of the way so I can show you. This is the city of Tapachula right here. And as you can see, this is very southern Mexico, right along the border with Guatemala. And people from Guatemala, people from El Salvador, Honduras, even Venezuela have made their way up to the border here. And they've held them in Tapachula because that's sort of the modus operandi of the Mexican government right now. They have a deal with the U.S. government to keep these folks down south. But as you can see, that dam has cracked and they're now headed north. And they're going to walk through all of Mexico to get up to the U.S. border. And that's pretty amazing. You know, why somebody would do this, there must be some interesting reasons behind that. How many people are in this migrant caravan? Again, the guy who filmed this video said 7,000. You hear from the Associated Press, maybe 5,000. They may be trying to downplay this. You hear from the Daily Mail, upwards of 15,000 migrants that are headed through Mexico towards the U.S. border. The numbers are all over the place. Again, they even say the caravan's now 11,000 strong, and they departed Tapachula, and the group is expected to swell to 15. So as they go through Mexico, they will indeed pick up more and more people who are interested in crossing the border with them. But why are they headed this way? This is interesting. Oscar L. Blue also talked to a couple of these guys who were on the border, and he wanted to know what was going on.
Muchas gracias por este momento que me dieron.
This is one of the guys he talked to. And here is the other. These are two young guys in their 20s who told him their story of why they were in this huge caravan to head to the United States of America. Now, he tells their version of the story in just a second here. But no matter what,
that's what you heard.
They're headed
right
this
there.
way.
It was quite an interview. Basically, it's the same explanation. What they're living right now in Venezuela is a complete dictatorship, and they're explaining how this dictatorship is affecting their lives. There's no electricity. There's no water. They say they make $20 a month. $20 to $30 a month.
So these guys are running from Venezuela, where they say there's a dictatorship under Maduro. They say they have like no electricity. They make $20 a month. It's miserable.
Some of them make $20 to $30 a week, depending. That was an ex-police officer. He's fleeing of persecution. The first one. The other one was a forensic medic. Is a young man, 23 years old. And he is basically saying that he wants to migrate to the United States. And I asked him a really particular question because he's young. I asked him, what is your other option if the United States says no? And he said, I will stay until they say yes. Because I know there's no option no.
It's interesting because you might think amongst these people that they don't have any skills, that they're from incredibly impoverished backgrounds. One of these guys was in law enforcement, the other in a medical field, and both of them are just trying to get out of Venezuela. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below.
There's no for an answer. I know that I'm going to be embedded into the United States of America because I can provide. I can be a good individual for that country. I can give a future to that country. That's what he says. So this is how the perimeter looks for everybody. There's people inside of this so-called, basketball court. I don't know how to go on a podium.
So this is just one of these groups off this larger caravan that we were looking at. There's many of these offshoot groups. They stop, they take breaks, they try to get out of the rain, they try to get in at night to a place where it's a little more safe for them. But no matter what, about 10,000 plus, maybe 15,000 on the high end of these migrants are headed for our southern border, with the idea that some of these people are indeed skilled workers, and even though media outlets are going to tell you they're running from things like climate change or some other bullshit like that, they're running from usually really bad conditions in their own country, like in Venezuela. They're running from poverty. They're running to the United States where they think that they have a better opportunity. What do you think should happen to these people? Should some of them be let into the United States? We have a problem with keeping employment going in particular sectors, mostly restaurants and stuff like that right now. If these people were willing to work and fill those American jobs, would you be willing to let them in for some period of time in the United States? What is your thought on all of this? Let me know in the comments below. Regardless of what you think, this is happening. It's headed to the border, and it's probably going to get a lot bigger in the meantime. Thank you, as always, for watching. Facebook.com/The News Junkie is where you can find me on Facebook, of course. YouTube.com/The News Junkie. Subscribe over there. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the comments, and we'll talk to you again real soon.